Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic delayed indefinitely. This could be a good thing.
Echo 3 to Echo 7. Mono buddy, reading.
Echo Station 3TA.
Welcome back to Echo Base Network, guys. I'm your host, Nicholas Glenn, and today we're going to be talking about the reports of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, otherwise referred to as KOTOR, has been delayed indefinitely. And we're going to go through an article. I'm going to tell you guys why I think this could be a good thing. Now, some of you guys might not be on board with it being a good thing because of the reasons I state, but you can just let me know in the comment section below. So let's take a look at this article from Screen right here. So here the article says the highly anticipated Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic remake has been reportedly delayed indefinitely due to problems at Aspyr Media. The previously announced Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic remake has reportedly been delayed indefinitely. Longtime Star Wars PC port developer Aspyr Media took many fans by surprise when it announced that it was working on a next-gen remake of the beloved 2003 RPG Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic during last September's Sony PlayStation Showcase livestream, especially as it was revealed to be a PS5 exclusive title at launch. This announcement sent shockwaves throughout the Star Wars gaming fandom, especially given that the original KOTOR is considered by many to be one of the greatest Star Wars video games of all time. Now, Coach and I have never played this game, so we couldn't really tell you if it's the greatest Star Wars game of all time or not. But I digress. Aside from the remake apparently being exclusive to the PS5 at first, many fans have speculated on how this new version of Knights of the Old Republic would change the gameplay established by the original developer BioWare, and whether it would borrow from more contemporary RPGs like 2020's Final Fantasy VII Remake, which is a great game, by the way. Absolutely love Final Fantasy VII Remake. And cannot wait for part 2. Others wondered if KOTOR's remake story would be altered to fit in Disney's rebooted Star Wars Expanded Universe canon, especially after KOTOR's main character Darth Revan was referenced in new media like 2019 Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. Now it appears that these answers might not come anytime soon, as Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic has been reportedly postponed for the foreseeable future. Earlier today, gaming news writer and industry insider Jason Schreier, I'm probably completely butchering that, reported that Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic remake has been put on hold indefinitely due to a major shakeup at the developer Aspyr. As chronicled in his latest article for Bloomberg, the studio reportedly fired 2 of its directors in early July and informed the rest of its staff that its latest project has been paused until it can figure out what comes next in the wake of this upheaval. Before this, Aspyr is said to have finalized a vertical slice demo of KOTOR Remake to show production partners Lucasfilm Limited, LLC, and Sony Group Corp., and that the staff involved were reportedly pleased and excited at their work before news of this delay hit. And then here is a tweet by Jason, basically saying that it was put on hold. However, Aspyr Studio head would later tell the staff that this vertical slice, a brief snippet of gameplay meant to serve as proof of concept during development, wasn't where they expected it to be shortly after design director Brad Prince and the art director Jason Miner were let go. And one insider claims that a disproportionate amount of time and money had gone into this demo. Another complication would come in the timetable that Aspyr established to release Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic remake. According to 2 other inside sources, Aspyr told its staff and partners that the game could be released by the end of 2022. The end of 2022, that's this year. While the development staff countered by stating that 2025 would be a more obtainable launch window, and that seems more reasonable, 2025. Unfortunately, it appears that staff issues and upheaval at Aspyr have resulted in the hotly anticipated Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic remake being delayed indefinitely. Only time will tell if and when the studio will resume work on this exciting project, but for now it seems like KOTOR won't be released anytime soon. In the meantime, Star Wars gaming fans at least have next year's Star Wars Jedi Survivor to look forward to as this story unfolds. And I'm looking forward to Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Now, at the beginning of this video, guys, I told you how I was saying that this could be a good thing. And here's my reasons why. For the people that absolutely love this game, there was a lot of people that were worried and concerned about the writing staff that was involved with this project, what they were going to do to change the game. And basically, a lot of people were worried that they were going to ruin what came before. They were going to ruin what the original game was. And with the track record that's been going on in entertainment and media and stuff, there was a high chance that that was actually going to happen and that people were not going to be happy with what they ended up putting out there for a product for this remake. Now, granted, it could have came out and it could have been great, and it could have been by far easily the greatest Star Wars game of all time and a great remake. Who knows? But there was a lot of concern there. So for me, this isn't a big deal. You know, the original game still exists out there. You can still go out there and play it. And that's what I would suggest doing. At some point in time, I probably will try to go play that game, which I've started it and I played a little bit at the very beginning, but I couldn't really get into it. I guess as you kind of progress and develop through the game, you kind of get more involved in it, and you know, it kind of pushes you to keep going, and the story's interesting. But you know, I'll end up getting into it at some point in time. But that's my thoughts, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And as the coach always says, we are, you are Echo Base Network. Until the next one, we'll see y'all later.